Today is August 26th, 2017. I'm going to do a quick front yard garden review. On Monday, there was an eclipse here in Kansas City, and in the morning we had a thunderstorm, and then at noon or at 1 o'clock when the eclipse came through, it was actually sunny. But then in the evening it was a thunderstorm again, and during that time we got 10 inches of rain. So my basement has been drying out since then, but here we go. I thought that would be interesting. Now, one of the main reasons I've been slow on these updates, but the flowers are so nice right now that I wanted to quickly show this. Now, during that thunderstorm I was talking about, you can see how my sunflower has been bent over. So this was about, I guess, 10 feet tall. Now I mowed the grass today and I mowed some of these sunflowers, but so you see how everything's kind of bent over. But I still have a lot of sunflowers here. Here, now okra, you see this one here? Come on. Sorry about that. So that's about the correct size, maybe a little bit larger for okra. And you can see this okra here is about 6.5 feet tall. And it's been prolific. In fact, this is, you don't want it any, if you get it too big, then it gets tough. So look at this. I wanted you to see. Look at that. It's a beautiful scene. So I've got, I don't know, lots and lots of sunflowers. And you can see the garden. Now, I have got one cantaloupe and one cucumber. Now, you normally get lots of cucumbers, and we'll see what happens, but I only have had one. I mean, lately. I think early in the year I had some cucumbers. Now, the nasturtium looks so beautiful. Those flowers are doing good. Now, the watermelon, it's trying, but I'm getting attacked by squash bugs. So I've got a couple of watermelon out here, and I keep having trouble with the watermelon. This problem. Look at the bottom. You see how it's rotting on the vine? So that's a terrible thing to me. But I still have a few tomatoes coming in. In fact, I'll get tomatoes until, you know, it frosts. But they just won't be as prolific as in the summer. So I got the pole beans. In fact, I've got pole beans here. You see that? I've picked a few. Can you see that? And I have some potatoes down there, but truthfully, I haven't picked the potatoes. I could, but in the Jerusalem artichoke, now I had some that were blown over and I've cut off. So that area there, I cut them out, and these are such beautiful flowers here at the entrance. Look at that. Can you see that? So the flowers are prolific. They're beautiful. Now, I planted some cucumbers a few weeks ago, and they're starting to come up, and most of them did not come up, but I have a few plants that did germinate, which I'm very excited about. I hope they really take over. And you can see that the pole beans, they're a wall of green, and there's a lot of beans on there. I picked a few, I think yesterday. The corn was actually very nice, and it's been a while since I've videoed. You can see how all the corn is now dried up. I need to pull up all the stalks, and I'm going to bury them right there. Over the winter they'll degrade, and hopefully they'll become good compost. So, boom. So here, let's sneak through here. So my sunflowers have kind of bent over. Now look, it's been a while, but look, this okra here is about 7 feet tall. You see how tall it is there? And right now there is so much okra, I can't eat it all. And I've been giving some away. Look, you see that? I can't reach up there hardly. So there's okra all through there. Here, let's see. You see that guy up there? Here. Oh, that's not really coming out very well. I mean, I don't think the photo's looking so well. But anyway, so I've got a forest of okra, this section here. Very nice. And the squash are totally dead. The squash bugs took them out a long time ago. I have some rutabagas here. There's a little bit. They haven't done fantastic. They did fair. But here, that's a little better view of the okra. But man, it's getting tall, and this is producing and producing and producing. So let's sneak through here. Now there are some beans on these green beans here. You can see that? But you can see that I didn't replant them. You know, sometimes people will do a second crop, and I could have, but I think maybe you could plant something here. But I've got plenty of beans. You see that there? Can you see all of these? So there's actually quite a few pole beans here, and actually they're very nice eating. And I picked a whole bunch there, and so you can see the beans have kind of gone between. So let's see, and here in the ground, that's the nice, oh well, I kind of picked that wrong. I should have used 2 hands and not hurt the bush, but some nice beans there. Now this watermelon, you can see some hanging there, and I'm hoping that these don't rot on me. Hopefully they'll do good. This seems to be my #1 watermelon that might make it. I have a couple here, and you see at the bottom here where the flower of this watermelon was, look at this. You see how that's rotting there? So you can cut it off, and if it ripens it'll be good, but I don't know if it'll last that long. So a little troubling. And this is the Jerusalem artichoke. What it is it's been blown sideways. It's on the ground, and that's how come it's like that. Now this is actually some garlic that I planted last year, and I picked all the garlic I thought, but it looks like I missed some, and now it's actually becoming something of note. Now again, the chocolate mint, I love this chocolate mint, and the basil. I take leaves off of these plants every day and put it in tea. Look at these flowers here. These marigolds are just beautiful. Look at that. And then there's a gold marigold, a yellow marigold there, and these are just really beautiful. So that's pretty much the I just picked those. So that's pretty much the garden update, and the okra is doing fantastic. I mean, it's prolific, and there's still enough tomatoes to give away, and the pole beans are actually doing real good. And I'd love to see my cucumbers come on and produce, because I love cucumbers. Okay, that's about it. Love you guys. Bye-bye.